Welcome back. It's my favorite part of the week when Will Worsham is here.
That's your favorite? This is your favorite?
Okay, just stretch.
He's
Will.
sucking
I'm
up.
trying to make you feel good, Will.
He's sucking up, Will, but we do love you. We do love you.
Will, I was trying to give you a nice intro here.
But I mean, come on, you're talking to a lawyer. That can't be the highlight of your week.
Okay.
If that's the highlight of your week, we got problems.
Look, Will,
Something else to do.
we got these just for you.
Well, thank
There
you.
you
Those
go.
are all
Linda's
There-
flowers, just for you.
There you go. Okay.
No, I was really going to say, it's fun because people do watch. In fact, today's question is based on what we were talking about last week, which is very cool that people are
That's
listening.
great. I love the follow-up question.
I do
Yes,
too.
they're follow-up and
That's
they
awesome.
actually understand what you're saying, Will.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
That is
Okay,
very
here's the question right now. I saw you on Ozarks Live last week and was surprised at what you said about having durable power of attorney and creating a trust. I went to a lawyer in 2013 to ask about doing that for my mom. She has a will. I have her durable power of attorney. She signed it while we lived in Florida. Now we live in Missouri. I was told we couldn't create a trust then because she was no longer of sound mind. She is now beginning hospice care. Is there anything I can do? I am also her caregiver and executor.
You know, hey, that's a great question because it does raise some issues that I think it's important that we're going to talk about today. One is, and the most important thing here is durable power of attorney, they're all a little bit different. So the power that an attorney in fact has, which is the person that's acting under the durable power of attorney, is determined by the terms of the document that creates it.
Right.
Okay? So if this durable power of attorney was drafted so that the attorney in fact can create a trust on behalf of the person that created it, then yeah, they could go ahead and create a trust. But I can't see that document, so I don't know what its terms are. Durable powers of attorney, in fact, any power of attorney can be very narrow or very
Right.
broad in the scope of powers that they grant the attorney in fact.
Oh, so it depends on the
Interesting.
document.
Right.
But let me ask this, and he was comparing Florida and Missouri. Does it not just cross state lines? Shouldn't it be national?
Well,
you know, if you,
every state has their own laws, and
That's what I
they
figured.
interpret everything. Now we have what's called the full faith and credit clause of the Constitution, which says Missouri is going to give credit to what Florida says, and Florida will do the same thing for Missouri. So a durable power of attorney drafted in Florida is going to have some power here in Missouri. It's better if you're going to be in Missouri to have a Missouri lawyer draft your durable
Right.
power of attorney so that it complies, you know that it complies with Missouri law.
Right. But that's a new law that is helpful, right? Is that a new law?
No, it's not a new law.
Okay.
It's been around for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to be in the right jurisdiction as much as you can.
Right.
But really, this question is determined on what the language of that document says. And unless we look at it, we just don't know. So the advice they got from the attorney may be spot on.
Right.
And
Right.
that durable power of attorney document would not allow that attorney, in fact, to create a trust. That
So do you
could be
think-
the way it is.
Do you think that if you have an elderly parent, that it would be better to have the scope a little wider as far as the power of attorney, as far as what you can be, what you can do?
That's going to be up to everybody's individual circumstances and situations because you've got all types of family configurations. You know,
Oh,
you've got sometimes stepbrothers and stepsisters and half brothers and half sisters and second spouses and first spouses and all kinds of things. And so that power you give to that one person, if it's very, very broad, then they can affect the inheritance rights and property rights of all these other
Right.
people.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
placing a lot of faith
confused
in
though,
that person.
Well,
Yes,
because
I
he was
gotcha.
saying now they're saying she is no longer of sound mind. So then what options does he have?
He's bound by that document
So
because
there's no other changes then. She can't do anything
no,
else.
because the person is not of sound mind. They can no longer do anything. They can't create new trusts. That person on their own cannot create a trust, cannot draft a will, cannot draft a power of attorney. The durable power of attorney, like we talked about last week, does persist through that disability. So the attorney, in fact, has the authority to act under whatever terms and powers that document granted them.
Wow, it gets complicated
It
at
does
the
get
end of life,
complicated.
doesn't it? But she's taking care, is it a he or she, is taking care of that person
Right.
and dealing with a lot of their affairs.
And I just hope it gets all worked out legally for them because,
Sure.
you know, They set it up that way. That was the goal, to get everything taken care of, and now this.
And the will, hopefully, is going to give the probate court, as we talked about, some direction. But what this person probably maybe can do is take advantage of some of Missouri's intestate succession laws, beneficiary deeds, power transfer on death, payable on death opportunities, and maybe can still limit the exposure to probate court.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks,
All right,
Will.
if you were listening today and want another follow-up question on today's question, you can email Will Worsham at wworsham@color10.com, and he'll answer your question right here on the show, just like he did today.
Good
Thanks,
to see
Will.
you.
Happy to help.
Good to see you.
Will's brought a
friend.
friend in. Yeah, up next. Okay. One of our 1 Million Cups business spotlight, Nanette Willis from Sassy's Goodies is here with some sweet puppy treats. Don't go away. Ozarks Live. We'll be right back.